I'm Jill Hasday. I'm a law professor at the University of Minnesota, and I just wrote a new book called Intimate Lies in the Law. This book examines deception in dating, sex, marriage, and family life, and explores the law's response to this duplicity, which is usually to deny remedies to deceived intimates and protect their deceivers. As I make clear in the dedication, this book was not inspired by my loved ones. I developed the idea for the book when I was teaching and writing about family law. I would occasionally come across cases where a deceptive intimate inflicted enormous damage and got away with it because the court held the plaintiff couldn't access ordinary remedies for deception. And I thought that was really interesting, and I always kept that in mind as something I wanted to go back to. Courts routinely blame deceived intimates for having been deceived, but detecting an intimate's deception can be extremely difficult, even for a person of average or above average shrewdness and sophistication. First, most of us have much less ability to spot deception than we like to imagine, and spotting an intimate's deceit can be especially hard. Second, strong social norms urge us to trust our intimates and not investigate them. Third, even if we're willing to override those norms, it can be very difficult to investigate someone without the investigation itself jeopardizing the relationship because the person finds out about it. There are practical obstacles. If you follow someone or go through their garbage, they may spot you. And there are legal obstacles. Perusing someone's email or tax returns or credit reports is against the law and for good reason. So one real irony here is that courts tend to blame deceived intimates for not investigating, but the law itself can make investigation harder. I think we need a transformation in the law governing intimate deception. When a deceived intimate comes to court seeking redress, court should start with a rebuttable presumption that she'll have access to the same remedies that would be available if she was equivalently deceived outside of intimacy. If you could sue a deceptive stranger for stealing your money or inflicting physical injury or causing emotional harm, you should be able to bring the same claims against a deceptive intimate. I also think courts and legislatures should transform how they regulate intimate deception before litigation begins, countering the incentives to deceive, making it harder for duplicitous intimates to carry out their plans, and limiting the damage that a deceitful person can inflict. Intimate deception is a fascinating subject, especially when it happens to someone else. Anyone who's looking for a plot for a novel, there's 10,000 plots in here. One thing you really realize when you start writing about intimate deception is every book, every song, every movie, intimate deception is what drives it. That's what drives a lot of drama. People don't think about it in that way, but usually when you're reading a novel, the pivot point will be some big secret that's been kept and it comes out.